Imam al-Alusi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi mentions a very, very beautiful account of how our pious predecessors would put the teachings of the Quran into practice. They wouldn't just hear the Quran and let it go like we do. When they would hear the Quran, they would act upon it instantaneously, straight away. It's reported that Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, once his slave girl, she was bringing him a container of water so that he could perform wudu. And Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, he is the son of Imam al-Hussein radiyallahu anhu. He is the grandson of Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu anhu, the great grandson of our noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is somebody who, in his household, the Quran was revealed. So Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, his slave girl was bringing him this container of water so that he can perform wudu, and she slipped. And accidentally she spilled the water all over him. Now I want to pause here and ask myself the question, ask the viewers of Madani channel the question, that if this happened to us, what would we do? If somebody spills water on us, if somebody spills something on us, what would our reaction be? You know, shout, swear, push them, hit them, take revenge. What would we do? But Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu is not like us. Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, when this happened, he raised his eyes and he looked at her. Now you can imagine what she's going through. She's fearful, she's scared.
Khof.
Yes. What is he going to do to me?
Yeah.
As soon as she saw him looking at her, she recited this verse of the Quran. She said, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْرِ, those who restrain their anger. Immediately, Sayyidina Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, upon hearing this, upon hearing the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he acted upon it. He said, قَدْ فَعَلْتُ, I have done it, I have restrained my anger.
Subhanallah.
When she saw this, then her himmat, her strength, it increased. And now she recited the next part of the verse, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ, and those who forgive the people. Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu again instantaneously acted upon this part of the verse. Allah Azza wa Jalla says that those who forgive the people. And Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu replied to this part of the verse by saying, قَدْ عَفَوْتُ عَنْكِ, indeed I have forgiven you. Don't worry, I have forgiven you. She then recited the final part, وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. She said, recited the words of the Quran, which means Allah loves those who do good. Upon hearing this, Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu, hearing that Allah loves those who do good, he said, أَنْتِ حُرَّةٌ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ, you are free for the sake of Allah, I have freed you.
Subhanallah.
And Imam Zain al-Abideen radiyallahu anhu restrained his anger immediately. He forgave her and he freed her and took her out of slavery. And this was how our pious predecessors, they would act upon the words of the Quran instantaneously, straight away, without thinking. This is the words of my Creator, I will act upon it. They didn't think that, why should I do this, or why shouldn't I do this, or does this verse apply to me, or this was revealed at a certain time. The questions which come into our mind, those questions didn't come into their mind. When they would hear the verses of the Quran, they would act instantaneously.